You're not lazy. You never were. You've just been waiting for the right feeling to arrive, and it never does. There is a rule, 2 minutes long, and today I want to show you what it is actually doing to your brain. Because on the surface, it sounds like a productivity tip, but underneath, it is something much quieter and much more permanent. Stay with me. Let's start with the real problem. Not procrastination itself, the feeling before procrastination. That heavy, foggy resistance you get the second you think about starting something. Your brain is not broken when that happens. It is doing exactly what it was designed to do. It is protecting you from perceived discomfort every single time. The lie we have all been sold is that you should fight that feeling, push through it, find your motivation, build your discipline. And that advice fails almost everyone. Because here's what nobody tells you. Motivation does not come before action. It comes after. You feel like doing something only once you have already started doing it. And the 2-minute rule is the quietest way to create that start. Think about the last thing you kept putting off. Was the task actually that hard? Or was it the act of beginning that felt impossible? That is the gap, that narrow space between thinking and doing. And that gap is where most people spend their entire lives. Here's what the 2-minute rule actually is. If a task takes less than 2 minutes to complete, you do it now. No negotiating, no scheduling it for later, no adding it to a list so you can feel productive without actually doing anything. You just do it. Simple. Almost painfully simple. But underneath that simplicity, something important is happening. Every time you delay a small thing, your brain files that away. It learns that delay is the default response. It starts to expect that pattern. And slowly and quietly, delay becomes who you are. Not because you are weak, but because you've practiced it over and over again, without ever realizing you were practicing anything at all. You did not become a procrastinator because something is wrong with you. You became one because delay worked once. Maybe it helped you avoid something uncomfortable. Maybe it bought you a little time, and your brain kept the strategy. That's all a habit is, a pattern your brain decided was useful and kept running automatically. Here's where most people misuse this rule. They treat it as a productivity hack, a way to clear their inbox faster, check more boxes, feel more efficient. That's not what this is for. The deeper purpose of the 2-minute rule is to build evidence. Evidence about who you are. Every time you act without waiting for permission from your feelings, you prove something to yourself. You prove that action does not require readiness. You prove that you are someone who moves. And proof accumulates. The dishes in the sink, 2 minutes. Do them now. The email you've been avoiding for 3 days, 2 minutes. Reply now. Your gym bag still unpacked from last week, 2 minutes. Pack it now. These are not productivity wins. These are identity votes. Every small action casts a vote for the person you are in the process of becoming. Every delay casts a vote for the version of yourself you are trying to move away from. The votes are silent, but they stack. This is the part most people want to skip. They want the big transformation, the dramatic overnight shift. But quiet growth doesn't work like that. Quiet growth is built from 2-minute moments nobody ever witnesses. Not your friends, not your family. Not even your future self will remember the exact moment. But your body will remember. Your nervous system will remember. Your self-concept will remember. Here's what actually changes when you use this rule consistently. Not your schedule, not your to-do list, your identity. You stop seeing yourself as someone who avoids. You start seeing yourself as someone who handles things. That shift is invisible at first, slow, patient, quiet. Until one day you look back and you notice the pile is smaller. The internal resistance is less loud. The voice that says later is a little weaker than it used to be. And you understand, it was never about the 2 minutes. It was about who you became in those 2 minutes. 10 times, 100 times, until it stopped feeling like effort and started feeling like you. You do not need a motivational speech. You do not need a new system. You do not need to wait for a better version of yourself to show up. You need 2 minutes, right now. There's something on your mental list, something small, something you've been quietly delaying. You know what it is. Go do it. Not because you feel ready, because the person who does things is already inside you. They've been there the whole time. 2 minutes. That's all they need from you.